Welcome to episode 64 on the Law Report. Today's episode deals with the police or the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force policy and police officers wearing or being equipped with body cameras. Before I get into the meat of this short episode, my usual disclaimer. This is not legal advice, should not be construed as legal advice. For legal advice, please contact an attorney of your choice. Welcome back. I have long been of the view that there is no public accountability in the Turks and Caicos Islands regarding the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force. I am also of the view, and so too are many residents and citizens that I encounter on a daily basis, who believe that the police routinely violate the rights of residents and citizens without any consequences. Therefore, I was heartened when I came across a snippet of the police or the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force policy and officers wearing body cameras. And I have scoured their website and I have not seen the detailed policy. However, it appears according to the body cam policy that officers must wear cameras or body cam during all interactions with members of the public. During arrests, the visit to scenes or crime scenes, or if they are called to deal with a matter, they should wear their body cams at stop and search, traffic checks, and importantly, interactions with prisoners. Now, why this is so important is that it fosters and promotes transparency and accountability. For too long, serious allegations of misconduct have been made against police officers, and it comes down to the person making the allegation warned against the police officer. What a record of interactions with the public will do is that it will offer an independent and irrefutable version of what actually transpired, providing that the police are totally honest. And why do I say that? Well, it will depend on when they turn on their body cameras. It will depend on if they edit the footage while the camera is in their possession and custody. It will depend on if they delete the footage and claim that it was done by mistake. It will depend on if they allege that the footage was corrupted. All things being equal, and if none of the above mentioned are present, then finally the public will finally be able to hold the police force and police officers accountable for their actions. But this does not give the public the pass from making their own record of their interactions with police officers. The public too should record their interactions with police officers. If this is done, police officers will be more unlikely to tamper with recordings and their body-worn cameras if it puts them in a bad light. Should I be congratulating the police force for this policy? Of course not. We are living in a progressive country, and this policy has been implemented worldwide. The fact that it's just been implemented in the Turks and Caicos Islands is cause for concern. It's nothing to compliment the police for. It's something that was long overdue. Too often, people have been convicted in court just on the sizzle and the mere word of one police officer. And while every witness, including a police officer, should be treated equally, there's the feeling and the perception among the public that police officers' evidence are treated differently and that they get special treatment and they are believed over ordinary members of the general public. So, body-worn cameras are a step in the right direction, but this does not absolve members of the public from also recording their interactions with police officers, because this is also part of holding them to account. This is part of forcing transparency within the police force. The Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force still have too many dark spots, and the public is of the view too many rogue police officers who for years have been operating as if they're above the law. Here's where I will leave it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another episode.